check real quick. Yesterday the audio sounded a little bit quiet, so today I would like to see if I can fix that for you guys. So I'm going to crank it up a bit. We are wearing a bit of gear today, so that might mask a little bit of the audio. Just want to double check. Test 1, test 1, 2.
Out of the way, let's talk about what the rules for Yu-Gi-Oh! Neo Duel even are. Why should you play this format? Rule number 1 is that normal monsters can be normal summoned without tributes. This does mean indeed that you can just slap a Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and or Blue Eyes down onto the field without paying tributes. Number 2, normal monsters can be summoned to either the Neo or main monster zone, allowing players to place a normal monster in the Neo zone and then perhaps a tuner or something like that in the main monster zone, still allowing you to synchro summon even though there's only one column of cards. Number 3, you can place a normal monster in your extra deck as a Neo monster, which we'll explain a bit more later in the video. This does include any normal X, Y, Z, Synchro, etc. type monsters as long as they do not have a card effect. This one is kind of lengthy, so forgive me for having to read it from my phone. But number 4, Neo monsters cannot be placed in defense mode and they have no defense stat. Neo is placed in the card name at all times. You can only have one of each card name as a Neo monster in your extra deck at a time. Their attack is the combined total of the original normal monster's attack and defense points. For example, if you had a Blue Eyes White Dragon that you wanted to use as the Neo monster in your extra deck, you would simply place it as a Neo Blue Eyes White Dragon with a stats of 5500 and no defense stat. This is very similar to Link monsters in the way that they operate, having no defense stat and basically just having an attack stat. We'll get to how you summon Neo monsters in a moment in a section called How to Summon Neo Monsters. So number 5 is that you start with 6,000 life points rather than 4, 2, or 8. Number 6 is that you start with 2 cards. So instead of drawing a whole bunch of cards, you're only going to have 2 cards to start the game with. The hand size limit becomes 4 cards, so at the end of the turn, if you have 5 cards, you've got to discard one. Number 8, you can only Neo summon once per turn. Number 9, this one's tricky. When Neo monsters are sent to the graveyard, they're sent there face down. Number 10, the deck size limit becomes between 10 and 15 cards, while the extra deck becomes a max of 5. And finally, if you control no monsters and have no cards in your hand and control no spells and traps, basically if you have no cards, you can draw 2 cards for your draw phase instead of 1. So in addition to being able to normal summon, set, Xyz, Synchro, and do all the stuff that you can do on top of normal playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, you can also do what's called a Neo summon. During the battle phase, you may send monsters that have not attacked on your side of the field to the graveyard, whose total attack and defense points are equal to or greater than the monster of the Neo monster that you want to summon. So basically what this means is, if I have, like that Blue Eyes earlier, I could normal summon Blue Eyes. He has no tributes, he's a normal monster. His attack stats total are 5,500. I could then go into battle phase, send that Blue Eyes to the graveyard, 2,500 defense and 3,000 attack, making 5,500 points total, and then summon a Neo Blue Eyes from the extra deck with just 5,500 attack. This is a way to basically turn a normal monster into a giant beat stick for this version of the game. Neo monsters must be summoned into the Neo monster zone. You can only Neo summon once per turn. And just to clear things up, you can use Neo monsters to summon other Neo monsters. It's just they would have to wait a turn because you only get one per turn. But Neo monsters cannot be used to summon Synchro, Xyz, Link, or other type of extra deck monsters. This prevents them from getting completely broken by some of the other extra deck monster abilities. And finally, Neo monsters can be tributed for a tribute summon, so you can still get them off the field that way if you find some necessary reason to tribute summon your Neo monster.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the Duel Cruiser, so we're going to take on some more people in the YCS today. And just in case you were curious, yeah, that's me in the ship. Let's get straight to it. You can see me here from the cockpit view. Let's go ahead and open up some of these duels to the live stream. I've got you guys right here on my arm so I can be able to see you anytime, so that we don't miss any comments, hopefully this time around. And let's get straight into it. So I don't have any replays for the day, not this time around, I don't think so anyway. So let's get straight into some YCS campaign. I believe we're only one level away from being able to go on to the YCS event. Like, we're technically in the qualifier round right now. We don't care about all that. So basically, if you go in here, I think if you check it, okay, so we're 2 levels away. So essentially, when you hit level 20, 100 wins, I believe, you go on to the next area. So if we hit, not ranking, sorry, wishlist rewards, whatever, yeah. So that's all we got left to do. So hopefully we can get that done today. Also, let me know if the audio or anything doesn't sound good or look good other than my costume. But let's get straight into it. Alright. Hopefully we get good first matchups. Yeah, I told you I'll duel you pin v pin, bro, but I also told you I need to get a deck ready. So if you show up literally every day asking me to duel you, I'm fine to duel, but you gotta duel me with the decks that I have. I can't duel you with something that doesn't exist, man. I told you like 4 times in different streams I need days to farm those gems to make a pendulum deck if you want me to pin v pin. And I also told you pins kind of suck, unfortunately. But either way, okay, so I'm going Zexal v Zexal. I'm gonna try my damnedest to set up the best possible board, which is 2 Leo, Utopia, Rays, 1 to return to the deck. Okay, so just to use the skill, we're gonna return him and take him back. So basically 2 Leo, Utopia, Rays, maybe a Twin Saber, and I've already got the negate in hand, so I won't need to do that with Astraltopia. Let's see. Let's go activate. Go into free Utopia, card to return to the deck. I will go ahead and return. Tough choice, but I'll go ahead and return that so that this guy can turn into the. It sucks that it doesn't let you just turn the rank up magic into the rank up magic for the skill. Like any card, but it does know the difference, so you can't just goof the card even though you drew it. But it's alright, it also leaves it for later on, so I don't have to keep it for now, right? So let's do. Then after this, we'll probably go Numeron Force. Alright, yeah, we'll go Numeron Force. We got about a minute left on the clock-ish. Let's go do that. He's probably just wondering if I'm going to get the setup. But you have to. You don't have a choice. And it's because he's going to go for his skill, and then he's going to go for his rank-up magic, and if he's got blue stage, that's literally the only way to beat this. And I only know this for the last few days, because blue stage is the only way to cheat out another, or like an additional, to go to hand. Let's do this one. So blue stage is the only way to cheat out an additional rank-up magic on your second turn. Unfortunately, first turn drawing 2 doesn't do squat for you. So we're gonna activate, summon. Unfortunately, fortunately, unfortunately, we don't need to use the effect. We already got the card in hand we want to get with him. Then we're gonna normal summon. Then we're gonna set 1. Then we're gonna special summon another. Yeah, go double Leo. 3 monster negates. Then we'll have, this is tough, dude. So sometimes I also like to just save this double and leave it for their turn, so when they do to try to do something, you can always go double, use its effect, dodge something. But the unfortunate side is you have to make sure that whatever you summon will survive. And you can't activate Leo's second ability or whatever on your opponent's turn, or first ability, technically, where he adds ZW as equipped. So we're just going to do all of it. We're going to do all of it. We're going to give him 2 Leos to deal with. We'll take Pegasus. So special summon. Yeah, we'll go with another one. Because this will also leave us the Ray Victory for later on, hopefully, if it's even going to last that long. So let's go add to deck to hand. We're going to take Tornado Bringer for when we eventually do spin that. And then we're going to use his effect to pull Pegasus, because he's got the highest attack anyway. So giving the highest attack to Pegasus is kind of good, but also giving Pegasus to the indestructible one is also good. It's just a tough choice. You just have to basically choose on which one is more likely outcome. Alright, so let's do this. Your name reminds me of a favorite card, Elemental Hero, Neos. Yeah. Dude, you should check out Neo Duel, the format. So basically, it's not my name, it's the name of the format. So, like, I'm not Neo Duel. Like, Neo Duel is the format. He fucking kaiju'd me. Yeah, Lava Golem, it's the only tech card people know how to play nowadays. You know how many times I've gotten fucking Lava Golemed in the last 3 or 4 days? I'm so tired of seeing this son of a bitch. there's also no way around it. So it's not even a skill thing. You can't negate it. I mean, the only thing you can do technically is not summon monsters. Summon less cards. But again, there's no optimal board with this deck where you don't put 2 Leo Utopia Rays. So basically, they just have to get super lucky and top deck a goddamn Lava Golem. So I'm not mad at the player. I'm not mad at the situation. I'm just so fucking tired of seeing Lava Golem itself because it's the only way to get rid of my board. And somehow, every fucking time, there's always a dude who gets Lava Golem first fucking turn. I could deal with all the other shit, play through all the negates, do all the skill-based checks, but Jesus Christ, you gotta get tired of getting kaiju'd at some point. I'm not gonna be a dick and quit out. Like, I know he's got it, but I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna be a dick and quit out. We're just gonna let him play through. Might as fucking well, right? Remember a normal duel? Yeah, we can do... Okay, yeah, if you want to do a normal duel, bro, just give me a second. Let me lose to this guy horribly first, and then we can play a normal duel. When you say normal, yesterday you were on and on about, basically, like, what kind of deck to use, and I asked you at the end of the stream what you wanted me to duel you with. Do you remember that? So I'm just gonna duel with whatever I have available right now. Yesterday I think I prepped like an okay, maybe dragon deck somewhere. It's trust me, it's not great. Did I fucking survive? Bro, you are dead. I thought he was gonna kill me. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, nope, nothing's gonna happen. But he's dead meat now. Like, this is what I was talking about. Okay, return to the deck. You have to do all the damage you can possibly do. You can't not. I hate that I fucking redrew that, though. I'll get a negate out of it. Ah, son of a bitch, man. You just needed that one more little bit of damage. But whatever. Whatever. It's the same thing for me. Like, I have to also kill them all in one turn, or else it's really difficult to come back. You got a negate? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Can't answer it? That's bad for you. An immediate 28 damage. But unfortunately, I don't have another fucking ZW to add to my hand right now, so... let's go. Yeah, you can't do anything to it. Why are you trying to respond, brother? Change to battle. There's nothing you can do. Move through the phases. Let's go. You just gotta eat the damage. Be a man. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. Rainbow Grebo. Jesus Christ. Okay, again. Nothing you can do. Eat the damage. Jesus. Pick one, mate. Does he have a fucking... Is he trying to... I keep thinking that he's trying to proc the Leo. But I digress. My only luck here is that he doesn't have a card in his hand and can't use his skill. But, you know, I don't think I have anything left in the extra deck that can really match anything. Because he can basically go into his Numeron Force now and go over my Utopia. So if he can deal 3,200 damage with whatever he's about to summon, good on him. I didn't even think I was going to be making it this far in the round based off of the whole Lava Golem nonsense, but let's see. You can do like 5 more matches. What are you talking about? Like 5 more matches here in the game, or in the tournament? Yeah, basically the YCS event right now. You see this big logo below me, below my spaceship. It says YCS 2025. Yeah, that's because I'm doing that right now. I'm basically just trying to run through the event. I got 5 more days left to stress out my brain over this event. So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this as much as humanly possible. This event, so I'm not trying to like waste a lot of time doing other things. And that's also what the stream is for. It's for people who want to watch the YCS. So At the same time, like, you know, you're here, you're watching Saw Duel you. Don't want to be rude about it, but at the same time, I also want to be fair to the people who saw the thumbnail and said, "Oh, okay, I want to watch some YCS content." Oh, that's rough. Yeah, okay, now you can go. He has to do it. You got to. That should be 3,000. You need 200 more damage. Any equip card, bro. Any equip card. Put any fucking equip card. Oh my god, you don't need the rank up magic. You just need any equip. Any ZW. We know you just drew one. Just slap it down and attack. I hate when people do shit like this, like win more, making shit take longer than it needs to. You don't get, it's not like you get any style points, unfortunately, in this game, really. So do you remember back in the day when you used to duel really well, and then you'd get duel points or DP based off of how good you did? You know, you did 10,000 extra damage, or you did something cool, like summon 10 fusions in one duel. Yeah, that shit doesn't exist anymore, so basically you can't get that, which really sucks. Duel Links is so good in so many ways, but so bad in so many others. Yeah, 10k, let's go. He's taking a cool minute to figure out his fucking life over here. It's not that hard, dude. See what I mean? See this win more nonsense? That's really stupid, too, because let's say I happen to have that Karibo, the same one, it would stop his whole turn. Which I might go steal Rainbow Karibo. It's actually meant to work with this archetype, and I don't know why I don't have it in here. Wasn't really thinking about it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he went for win more, and really, I get he won, but he already had the game state in the bag. So it's like, what are you going for? There's nothing on the field. The only thing that can possibly stop Utopia stuff is hand traps. As far as, like, attack negation, generally. Face downs don't do much. So, yeah. Let's see. If I lose a bunch, this is my streams, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I always hop in and I lose like 3 fucking rounds immediately and then start winning. It's only because, yeah, I don't know. I literally don't know how that works out, but it's every single time. I'll hop in, lose like 3 or 4. Maybe it's good for suspense for you motherfuckers, but it's basically like, losing level down. I'm so sorry if I do this to you, my guy. I know the stress of the event, so like at the same time I got to. Am I going first? Okay, so I've seen these guys play the Utopia stuff, and why the fuck did I have to draw a rank up again? It's such a waste of an extra card. It's basically like drawing 3 cards in your opening hand. I hate the fact that that keeps happening. I'm about to take the motherfucker out of the deck just so it stops doing it. Which sucks because I won't have a second rank up magic, but when you can literally pull one out of thin air, not bad. But it's cool. We'll turn them into 2 other cards. Drawing like Pegasus and rank up is the worst. At least in my opinion. It's good on second turn. Not great on first turn. Barely good on first turn. Return to the deck. God damn it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do... Turn this card into it. I swear to God, if I set up a good board and get Kaiju again, though, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed. Let's put there. Also, another weird trick you can do is if you use double, like Utopia double, for any reason, you can technically use like the extra spot as the extra monster zone as a way to remember which monster can't attack directly when you use Utopia double's ability. So for example, this guy can right now, so if I want to remember that he can or can't, sometimes I'll put them in the main monster zone just to remember that. Because it helps me, like, oh yeah, the one guy sticking out like a sore thumb is going to do all the damage. I also generally like to stick them off over to the side, because it kind of, I don't know why, it makes my brain feel like he's out of the way. Do you like 5 matches? Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do. I'll make this so easy. So for the event, because I don't know why I didn't think of this before. But essentially, I can do, like, duels at the end of the event. So, like, if I get tired of YCS shit by the end of the stream, then I'll probably stick around for like an extra 20 minutes or something and duel people who actually want to duel. How about that? That'll probably make it at least a bit more organized, I guess. Alright, let's drop this. Let's go. So we're gonna have to take. So wait, is this add to the hand? Equip the monster. Okay, sorry, had to reread. Yu-Gi-Oh players, don't forget to read. Activate. Set. I need to make that a T-shirt, kids. Don't forget to read. For the Yu-Gi-Oh players, just needs to be a big blank card on the shirt where you can't fucking tell what any of the text is because it's so squished. Just make it like a mix of all the cards, like a monster, trap, pendulum, spell, bullshit, just everything possible. We don't need this because we're going to negate him. So the thing is, the actual real good thing about him not seeing that is that generally you have to show your opponent that you got the negate. But now he doesn't know, unless he knows this deck well enough to know that I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Very rarely, though. Up here at the very last leg of the event, I've been seeing a lot more people who know this deck well. And it's just because I'm assuming that's been doing so well through the event. But as a Utopia pilot, I might name my ship that, by the way. A Utopia ship? I don't know. When we cut to it, you guys can tell me. We'll go for this. I don't have a name for my starship yet, but if you haven't noticed, this is my spaceship. And I fly in on it before the stream or whatever for the nonsense. But I haven't named this fucking ship yet, so we might give it one. Is that okay? Yeah. And also, dude, don't worry. I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be super straightforward. That's just how I work. Very straightforward person. Especially when we have super little interaction like this. Oh, shit. Okay, so non-destruction. Oh, you know what? We're not worried about destruction. Not like that. I'm sorry. Am I timing myself out? I'm being stupid. Non-targeting. 8 seconds left on the clock. That's being absolutely menacing. Mate's downtime. Okay, so we're gonna have to be fast. We don't have any time to think really about anything that he's gonna do. So I just have to negate anything that pops up. Unfortunately, I don't have time to think. Especially if he's popping off that skill. Dragon Maid. So he's using quite a bit of maybe fusion support. That's kind of crazy. I have not seen someone play Dragon Maiden here. Whatever. We'll activate that, negate it. Don't really give a shit. Because then at least we can negate the monster cards who summon themselves. Did it still... How? What? It can't go off. Unless it goes to the graveyard. Ah, yeah, okay. Saber. We're going to stop that. Go home. Yeah, we don't need none of that shit. Alright, go trap card. Alright, cool. Now he's allowed to kind of just go off. At least a little bit. At least a little bit. You said Neo ship or Shadow ship? I don't know. What's some other name suggestions you guys might have for my starship here for the goofs? 70 seconds. Yay! I got time on the clock. Let's see. No. Young lady. You cannot do that. You need to take your ass home and behave yourself. No. So, I don't think you understand what I just said. Take your ass home and behave yourself. He didn't understand. Here we go. One more. Maybe he was trying to proc out all of the... I genuinely think he was just trying to proc out all of my negations. How did I end up over here? What the fuck? My computer doesn't know what's going on. It's being stupid. Really? Oh, he's playing for his life right now. He's trying. feel a little bad for him. Gonna get rid of that. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. Like a hair. We're gonna take this one. Can he do anything to it? He can't target him, so maybe that was his beef. This one I can't attack anybody. Yeah, 63. We'll make him the one who can attack everybody. This is what I say for a Seer Strike. And then we're also just gonna activate and give this to the same dude. And the reason why is because if he attacks Utopia, he's just gonna mow over the little Utopia. But I can still negate up to 3 monster effects, so if they just gave Utopia piercing damage, this would be chaos. So now he can summon a monster, and I should be able to negate its abilities. 17. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and get rid of it. It's okay, though. He'll have a chance, like, to at least come back and do some damage. He's doing pretty good. I literally thought I was screwed there for a moment. Whew. Sweating in my helmet. Alright, alright. Oh, I see what happened here. I see what happened. The camera got loose. Alright, so we're going to activate his effect to prevent whatever the hell that is. I don't even care what it is. I literally don't even care. I know that he knows, but it's whatever. He can basically go ahead and proc whatever he wants. I'm fine. He has to get through quite a bit, so I don't feel bad whenever it's like I said earlier. This is skill based. This man is checking every card. He's making sure. So if he wins, I'm not mad. There we go. That reset it a little better. Gotta tighten it down. Yeah. Said the Murloc ship. That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, calling it the Murloc isn't the worst idea I've ever heard. Okay, I don't hate that. It is kind of like a white spaceship. That's what I was thinking. Like it's kind of like white. Maybe we could add some gold to it. Call it Utopia. But calling it Murloc isn't the worst. But Murloc is also like the name of my ace monster in the show. I don't want people to think I'm like super conceited naming everything after like my stuff and my characters. I don't know. I like that name because it sounded like Merlin the Wizard, but also a mixture of Merlin with like Warlock. So that's how I came up with Murloc. I just thought it sounded fucking interesting, like so crazy. And I'm pretty sure Murloc is probably a word already. But in my head, you know, that's how I came to that conclusion. And all the people out there that are curious about what the individual here is talking about, here I'll show you. I'm going to be stupid enough to show you. So this is Murloc the Magical Swordsman. This is a card from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Neo Duel the movie. And also for funsies, I'll even show you this one. This is the anime version. So basically, in the movie, these cards come to life. So, like, the guy pops out the card, and we needed a way to do that. So we had to actually create all the cards. But then I was like, fuck it. Why not just create some cards that look like anime versions of those cards? So if I ever wanted to animate the series or something. Anyway, that's all the preview you get. Except for the t-shirt design. You want to know what the t-shirt design is? There you go. Absolutely ridiculous. It's like a giant Neo Duel bubble. Why did it make it so large? What's going on with your life? That's the t-shirt design. Yeah. There we go. Get out of the way. I was just advertising shit on my opponent's turn. That's all you exist for, dude. Alright. No. Sir. Sir. Wait, can I not respond? Is he negate? Okay. Nah, we gonna respond so that she can't change out during the battle phase. Hopefully. She might be able to. She might be able to. Alright, let's do this. This will at least... This is just... Okay, I'm gonna not do this. I literally just complained about someone else doing this, so I'm gonna not. I'm just gonna sit on the cards that I get and attack. So earlier I was like, all the win more. So I'm either gonna win now or I'm gonna die now, so it doesn't really matter. This is like draw a card, get one, banish during damage step. This is risky. Whatever that face down is gonna be risky, but I'm not willing to summon a monster and die over it. Can he not attack? Are you waiting? Oh, he's waiting to see if he can bounce a card during battle phase and all this nonsense. That's alright, we can see. Said attack force Unorian ship. Not bad. Not bad. I kind of like the one word idea, like calling it the something, right? Like the Utopia or the Marlock. Unfortunately, I'm too dumb to remember what classifies a ship as like an SS ship. If that is that like service ships only is SS, or is that sailing ships? I don't remember. Because for some reason I kept thinking spaceship, and I know that's so stupid, but I couldn't get out of my head like SS something, like boats, or I don't know. I literally don't know naval ships, so but I was trying to figure out a good name for it because it is a ship. Oh, okay. So non-targeting. He was trying to get him off the field that way. Okay, that's fine. Can't. Son of a bitch. I really wish his other effect was a quick effect as well. I know that would make him exponentially more powerful, though, because then you'd be able to equip the ZW on your turn and theirs. Another weird interaction. Okay, what are you going to do? You can't get rid of ZWs? What are you doing? What? Oh, because it's target banish, not target destroy? Banish, yeah, that's the only way to get rid of it. So normally Lightning Blade has an ability where he will negate nonsenses like that. Yeah. We're just going to stop the monster. I don't have a choice. I got very few precious seconds to react to your nonsense. He's doing pretty good. He's playing it out, man. He's trying his damnedest. Now he can finally go for card destruction. He's been waiting his whole life for this. His whole life. For one card destruction. But now I still have a ZW, a 4. So I can still go right back into another Leo. Is that really what this is if he doesn't kill me this turn? Not off and on. I want to see the goddamn deck list. Alright, so 1, 2... Oh, dude. We still have one of everything. So, yeah. I don't remember if we used all our rank ups. We only used one. So, I must still have one in the deck and one skill for a rank up. Well, let's find out. Let's see what he can do. Going to 2? Anaconda Verde? No. IP? You think we're worried about IP Masquerena any fucking more? I don't think anybody in the world is even worried about that anymore. So you got 2 cards. You're going to try and negate one so I don't do the other one. Alright, let's see. Yeah, because I have to equip for you to do that. Go for it, go for it. You got to be able to do all your chains. Pop off. Alright, is it my turn now? Alright, cool. So I'm thinking negate everything on the field. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But, let's do this. Let's go activate. What you got? You gotta choose to respond. It's basically IP Masquerade. It's gonna be the one every single time. Every single time. My best guess anyway, because I don't think... Okay, I gotta go quick, blah blah blah, battle phase, blah blah blah, battle phase, blah blah, battle phase. When your opponent, what? Activates card effect? Okay, so. Negate. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna go with. Activate this. See if they want to negate. We're gonna pitch Summoner Monk, because we don't need them. What are you gonna do? Negate, negate, negate? Nothing? Ah, dumbass. Ba 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 da ba. Alright, cool. So you just did the dumbest thing you could possibly do, probably. Alright, cool. Blah blah blah. Doing semaphore. Blah blah blah. Nobody gives a shit. Alright, cool. So let's do this. Let's go. Activate Lightning Blade. Put Lightning Blade on him. IP Masquerena. Go for your Link Summon. Oh my gosh. Is Underworld Goddess Closed World, whatever, Closed Moon Goddess in this game? I forget. If she is, I'm in trouble. Let's find out. Yeah, God damn it. It's exactly what I thought it was. The only way to deal with this shit. The only way. Alright, I got, you know what? All I gotta do is deal 500 damage. He did really good. Can go 1, 2, I bet. Do that. Alright, I'm gonna let it's 10 seconds. I'm not gonna sit there and let him play a 3-minute turn combo and off. I already know I'm done. I'm cooked. Cooked, kiddos. It's a done deal. There was no other cards. He did good, though. I'm gonna send him a nice. He did good. That was a real good one. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna lose that way, for God's sake. Yeah. Alright, here, I'll go ahead and duel some people if some people want to duel before I hop off of here. We're basically just testing out all our stream settings, making sure I don't die of fucking melting in this suit before I start streaming in it more seriously. What's the name of the planet the ship goes on? So technically, if you see the promo, I might, well, when this video starts, you'll see the promo of, like, the little ship landing. It goes to different planets. The idea is that the little dual ship here flies to different planets to find challenges. It's not very well thought out, but, you know, it's just a micro premise of what's going on in the little dual ship, you know. Like, I can't really... here, I'll show you guys what that looks like real quick. I'm going to turn off the audio for it so you don't have to listen to it super... It won't be super loud, but here, I'll speed it up a little bit. So, when I speed up this promo, you'll see this is my ship right here. So basically, this is what we keep talking about in the stream. So, it doesn't really visit any particular planet. It just visits planets to duel. If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't really any other idea. Basically, all that ship is for is to give me time to get my ass in this chair and make sure everything looks good before we start, because it's about 40 seconds or something. But it's not boring for you guys, right? Like, you at least get to watch something entertaining instead of just sitting here watching someone play with their fucking settings, like, to make sure it's good. What's the name of... Yeah, okay, I already read that. My bad. So, if you want to hop in a duel real quick, I'll give you about a minute or so for lag time to make sure that you're here. Where are you at? It's gonna be casual. No PvP records. Yeah, I don't think I've literally ever casualed someone. Ever. I'm gonna create a room. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what, you have my ID code, you can just send me a challenge. And if you do within the next couple of minutes, then I'll accept it. Is that it? Oh, that's a new button. You can change how your characters are displayed together. You can set the deck. So, oh my gosh, you can change the character display to your deck, like the actual deck you've built, or the character and the deck. That is mind-blowing. I kind of love that. This is what I'm saying, like digital formats. Let me show you something else they did really cool while we're waiting. Get out of here. We don't need to do that. Anyway, so something really cool that they did. I think it's in Duel Studio. It's called Chronicle Cards. So here, we're gonna open up the ship so we can talk somewhat face to face. Okay, so anyway, on a Chronicle card, what you can do is you see the border. So you can actually change the kind of holographic it is. So hit special processing, And look at this. You can apply like different prismatics to it. You can change the rim colors. You can change the name colors. You can change all sorts of stuff on your cards now if you get Chronicle cards. But unfortunately, they're also, I think they're just selling the Chronicle cards. I think they should be hard to get cards from good events only, but I digress, man. What is this? You got a challenge? Is this me? I'll accept it. I don't know who it is, but I'll accept it. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, then I'm not saying your friends. Oh, it's new. Okay, sorry. I'm not seeing your request yet, so I'm going to take me a quick bathroom break, go to the back of the ship here for a second. But after that, we'll be right back.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
I've created a new dual disc that will completely change how we play the game. Go, Neo Summon. I'm gonna take you down, get my compass back. Destroy your master! My turn. First, I'll normal summon Murloc, magical swordsman, in attack mode. Then I'll set one card face down. Now go, Murloc the magical swordsman. Attack and destroy his commander. You'll pay for that. You destroyed my space patrol commander, but he'll be back. My draw. I'll activate Monster Reborn in my spell and trap zone. This will let me special summon back my Space Patrol Commander. When you activate Monster Reborn, I'll activate my face down card, called by the grave. This will banish your monster and prevent you from being able to revive it. What?
back online with Neo Duel in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We're right back into the starship. Gonna get into some more Yu-Gi-Oh for you. I was melting, so I had to take off the starsuit. It's definitely a nighttime stream thing. So, yeah, for sure. But let's get right into it. So I think we got a couple of people who want to challenge. So what I'm gonna do is go over here and I'll see if you've. Because I think you can send me one, right? I think it's through friends, maybe. Friends, then you can go. One for Floki Demonic. What's your name in the game? Is it this you? So you can do this. You just go like that, and you'll request a match. And then you've got to go accept it. So you go in here and you'll hit. Or sorry, that's pending friend request. But you go accept the match. If you want, I can use a different deck or a different character. I'll tell you what. I'll use somebody I haven't been using in a while. Different world, different deck, slightly different power scaling because I don't remember how well it did in Duel Links, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to check it out. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, I remember. Sorry, it took me a second to remember which deck from which character from which world I had prepared for on any level. And I think it's this guy, so I just need to switch to his deck. I don't even know per se. Okay, so this is an okay deck. If I remember right, this isn't gonna put you off too bad. This is basically just like a, not even a full Salomon Great deck. Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and accept that challenge, you can, and we can do this. But oh wait, that's not you. Is that not you? Well, wait. Which one were you? I thought we already. I thought you already did the friend request thing. Demonia. Oh, what? Friend request has been sent. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent friend request, not challenge request. Isn't that in the PvP arena? Maybe it's in the PvP and I'm just not thinking straight. Rush duels, ranked duels, duel room, casual duel, friend duels. This is what I was thinking of. It's in this. Looks almost exactly the same, just a different banner at the top. Have I ever dueled you before? I don't think I've. Yeah, when my buddy Monty was playing, he was playing the Slash Dragon way back in the day, and we were talking about this. He got me twice with it once. I think he's the only player on here as a friend that I've lost to. That's not you. I'm logging on. Yeah, okay, that's who I thought you are. Who I thought you were. Okay, so you're this guy. Apply for speed duel. See? There we go. I'm challenging you right now. My bad. Took me a second to figure that shit out because small brain. I don't know why I don't do the social aspects of anything enough to really fucking know the ins and outs of it anymore. So yeah. Yeah, I think you just got to go in the PvP, follow the same thing I did, click and success. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it. So you're gonna go pins, yugioh, saku. So okay, so you can probably do odd eyes. Are you gonna do odd eyes performa pal? Are you gonna use yugioh's skill that gives you? Yeah, you kind of got to. You kind of got to. Alright, so again, you can see all of my cards in my hand and shit, so I'm gonna have to try to use all of them. Because you'll know pretty much what everything I've got is, unfortunately for me. Unless I, like, cheat it out a little bit and I do that. Yeah. How about that? So you got to see my opening hand. He's watching my stream and dueling me at the same time, so I gotta be careful. No, it's not that big a deal. I would have fixed it, don't worry. To be fair, I don't know if you know what Salomon grades do or if any of this shit in my hand matters, but really, if I remember correctly, the only, like, truly good card in this deck that makes this deck really, really good is, like, Gazelle and Spinny. And if I remember right, Gazelle is limited, and you can't use the Negate Trap and and Gazelle at the same time in the deck. They're both, like, limited to one. So, not super functional. Yeah, see, this is what I was telling you about before. So the cards you're using currently, like this guy, don't play him in your deck. He's okay, but basically you need all cards made of half spell, half monster, more or less. If it's your first pendulum deck, it'll make it easier. Alright, let's remember what this does. So we get 1 to our deck to our hand. Yeah. Let's take... I want to send Jack Jaguar to the graveyard if I can. Oh, I can't do that with this deck because I don't have Gazelle in the deck. Am I playing the trap? Yeah, I don't have Gazelle in the deck if I'm doing this. That sucks. I probably should. Add your deck to your hand except by drawing. Okay, we're going to go the weak option and special summon him with his own effect. I'm going to do this. Then we'll go ahead and... we can activate this, special summon this monster, then except for the rest of the turn, cannot summon if you do. Okay, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to do that yet, just yet. Going to go with this one, because that'll give me another one from the deck to the hand. Normally, so again, I don't know why I'm doing this if I don't have Gazelle in here. It's weird. I think I need to definitely rebuild this deck. But that's alright. He says, target one face-up monster. Okay. So then we're going to go with adding our field spell. So I always turn her into the little monster because, or the Balinks because it makes it into a fire. She's not fire. Poor girl ain't fire. Alright, so now we can go, I guess you can do this. You don't really need to. I'm going to give it to her just in case. Let's go do this. We'll go into doing, can I go for, it's cool. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to do this. So we'll reincarnate summon for this. Do that. And then I'll turn this guy into a he can give me a spell or trap back, which basically lets me take this. I'm going to set it for next turn. Maybe that's what I did. I went for anti-destruction more than I went for, like, negating. Because sometimes I'm happy to play through a bunch of negates. I'm fine with it. Like, I literally don't care as much about, like, hand traps and stuff. I don't like, unskilled cards, if that makes any sense. Like, you don't need any skill to really play them or understand how they need to function for them to be good. Yes. Sorry, what I was talking and reading at the same time. Not optimal. So this lets you add a card back to your hand and use it again next turn. So you can't use him. It's sometimes good to add him, but I'm just going to take this guy. Alright, mate. I'm going to start attacking now. There you go. Yeah, it's definitely going to link. Yeah, it's going to go for full link. I'll do a match with you if you'd like, though. I feel like it's kind of annoying for people to duel and ditch is what I call it, because they're too afraid to, like, lose. But shit, you'll watch me lose on stream for an hour straight, so I literally don't care. Some days I'll be on here and I literally won't lose for like 2 or 3 streams straight sometimes, and then I'll start to have one where I'm just fucking dead all day. But every good Yu-Gi-Oh player knows that's exactly how it goes. You'll go to maybe like 4 different locals, be the good dude at your own like local Yu-Gi-Oh group, and then you'll go to like a weak ass locals out of town, some bumfuck nowhere town, just for goose on vacation, and get your ass handed to you randomly by some dude in that town. So like, you'll never know, man. Like, the myth of every, like, if you know a good Yu-Gi-Oh player, the myth of them basically being undefeated or not able to be beaten, it's always a myth. Okay, every player gets their ass whooped. Doesn't matter how good you are. Alright, so we're gonna do Yuya Sakaki. So your best bet, in my opinion, if I'm just helping you out here, is to, because you're using the skill where you optimize these 2 zones here, you need to be putting more pendulums in your deck where your opening hand's only 4 cards, and 2 of them's got to go to the pendulum zones, and then 2 of them get summoned. So basically, like, Pen XCs is a good way to go for you, but let's do this. Oh, cool. It's going to put him in the graveyard for us. We're going to take, what do I got in my hand? I guess I'll take one of these. I should just rebuild the goat deck, and then that'll be my stream deck. It's just all goats. I think I'm going to do that. That'll be fucking hilarious. So yeah, let's do this. Damn, you useless bastard. He's in the hand. He's going to be a brick. For no reason. Take him. You're going to do nothing. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Get rid of that. Summon that. Alright. Special summon that. Goodness. Alright, turn that into Baylinks. Get our field spell. Also, pin decks, I think, just a general guess right now. I don't play them a bunch, but general guess is that they kind of do a little better going second, just because you have 1 additional card. So 5 cards, then putting 2 in the pin zones and having 3 left is much better than 4, like, obviously. So I'm just saying, like, I think, let's go with this. Let's go 1 and 2. Let's do that. Did I use a spell card or trap card at all? Nah, this has been all monsters, right? No, I did. I did. But it's not sounding great, so... let's use Jack Jaguar. Oh, actually, I got it. Let's do this. We're gonna special summon Jack Jaguar with himself. Or, sorry, Sunlight Wolf with himself. And then... we will activate this. So I haven't updated this deck since last year, literally, because I was using it last year during the previous YCS event. So, I mean, it's an alright deck, but I was getting this one ready. Unfortunately, my Duel Links deck was not the same as my actual Salamangreat deck. So, attack the hand. We'll use him again so we can discard and add. That's not so bad. Because if we add him to our hand via an effect, then we get it back. Wait, does it literally? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't give us any of them back. So we'll just take Sunlight Wolf back to the extra deck. I'm not going to go crazy. I think I'm going to leave it here and kind of let you play through. I feel like the last one was a little extra on my part, so I was still trying to play late. So I'm just going to let you go. I'm going to leave it here. Sorry, I thought I already passed turn. Yeah, it's too bad you can't share the deck list back this way, the way I can share it to you guys while streaming, because I could at least help you fix yours. Basically, it's most of the time people will be a really good player, like, and understand the core mechanics of the game and stuff. It's just they have really bad deck building skills. So, yeah, he's not bad. So basically what will happen is they can play well, but not have like an optimal card draw, and that does make a lot of difference, like, you know, making your ratios correct of how many of what to what in the deck. And it might sound like a bunch of gibberish to most people, but you'll know what I'm saying if you actually play this game on any level. Let's see what you do. Is it my turn? Why didn't you attack anybody? Is this the only monster that... Okay, so this card's normal or special summon. Alright, so look, man. This card's design inherently isn't... You're not supposed to normal summon this. Not really. I mean, you normal summon this if you've pendulum summoned. But... because then your other monsters could do the fighting for you. Alright, well, we're just going to do this. I'm going to go for one of these dudes. I'm going to go 2... Yes. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go Heat Leo. Heat Leo is going to return the 1. Then I'm going to probably go ahead and turn these two guys, because they're kind of weak. I mean, you can do another reincarnate. Why not? Whatever. We got 60 seconds on the clock. This would return another Spiller Trap, but the real ability is the second one. Most people use this to reverse the attack and defensive cards, but sometimes I use it to clone Heat Leo if he's the strongest card on the field. I could go into another one, but I don't really want to. No need. No need to be all extra like that. Just get the basic win and call it a day. Alright, man, the match is mine. I'm sorry, brother. The match is mine. Alright, we're going to go back into some YCS event now. I'm going to try and do like 2 or 3 more duels, and then we'll probably end the stream there. I am stealing the editing lab right now in order to do the stream. So we're going to give this back to my brother so we can get some of the rest of the Neo Duel movie kind of just wrapped up. We have pretty much 99.9% of it done, if you ask me. There's some light touching up to do for some audio effects for the tail end of it, and then we can just start uploading it. We're going to chop it up into 3 episodes and upload it that way, so that, because it's long, so that you guys can watch like the first 20 minutes and the next 20 minutes. We did the voting polls a while ago so that you guys could decide on how you wanted to watch it, so that's why it's like that. Oh, son of a bitch. I went back into the YCS with this deck. What have I done? Oh no, this was not what I was supposed to be doing. I forgot to switch characters before I went back. Oh no. This is definitely not gonna be good. This is definitely not gonna be good. I get so salty when I do this to myself and then I lose like a rank over it or some shit, and I gotta get like 6 more wins just to get right back up to where I was or some nonsense. God dang. You said please no attack. I have to, man. It's the only way I can respect you as a player, is treat you like you can play. So this is useless, but alright. I'm gonna try. It's not like Salamangreats are bad per se, it's just that Salamangreats aren't that great in Duel Links. They're Salaman medium, not Salamangreat in Duel Links, you know? Deck to the hand. Okay, so I can take this guy, he'll get me a free spawn, she'll get me a free spawn as well. Oh, I got a debug in my hand, right? Yeah. So, the next one, okay, I'm gonna make a... I wanted to make an interesting play and go for Goat, but that's fine. Let's go. So, target one Math Mech in the graveyard. So, let's do this. Let's use her. I would normally use her to get the free copy of the Math Mech, or of the Salamangreat monster, but... well, I guess I have to. For a minute, I was like, wait, this deck is very limited in its capacity to do things in comparison to the actual deck. It's pretty rough. Any interruptions? Just waiting to see. I can tell he's not familiar with this deck at all because he's reading literally every fucking card. Every single one. It's like, ooh, what does that do? What does that do? I don't know. I can't read. I don't play this game. Let's see. Go here. So I do this so I have two monsters to go for Balinks if he negates one Balinks like an asshole. Technically, all my monsters can become Balinks, so I guess I'll just use her first. If they negate Balinks on the first try, does it negate? It doesn't negate the second one, right? Well, I guess it's the kind of negation. If it's like full stop negation. Oh, they couldn't. Okay. That was weird. No response to that. Only response to monsters. So, that's another thing, guys. If you want to pay attention to that stuff, you'll always know. There we go. Ultimate Fusion. That's okay. I think... I haven't played Salamangreat Blue Eyes in a very long time. But if I remember correctly, can't we just reduce his attack to 0? He can't... right? He a big boy. That's not a big deal. Blue Eyes White Dragon, then the damage stab, monster, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what? We go reincarnate, link summon, add the card back to our hand. Set that. Let's see. It's the only face-up card. Summon, you can send one Blue Eyes. This card can attack. You can use each effect. You can twice per turn during each player's turn when effects activate that targets Blue Eyes. You can banish. Okay. So let's do this. Difficult choices, but it's alright. We're gonna have to make those anyway. So let's turn her into a Balinks. Got a response. Let's see. Turn to a Balinks, and then we'll go. This is not the best thing ever, but we're gonna have to. Response. Oh, that would only get us our field spell back, though. I guess you could do one negate. It's got 45. Yeah, this is not the greatest. You could target one. Let's see. What does do? Spell trap. Not being able to reincarnate into Helio makes this very difficult. So I needed either that to be one more summon card in my hand, or for... let's see, how else do you get out of this nonsense? So let's see, so you got a 3, or you got another Salamangreat, Wolf. Got one negate on the board, that doesn't matter. That's only going to return that one. There is no play. There is literally no play to be made, so I'm just going to play the guess and hope my opponent makes a mistake. That's all you can really do. because he was now summoned with himself, so I can at least activate his own effect to give me my field spell back. But again, completely useless. He's just gonna likely tank through my boy next turn. Oh, no, wait. I might have figured it out. So if I return 1 Baylings, 20 seconds on the clock. Return 1 Baylings, summon Jack Jaguar, activate Sunlight Wolf, add 1 back. Response? Come on, dude. You're killing me. Add 1 back. Come on. Come on. You're killing me. Sanctuary. Link summon for Heat Leo. Come on. Come on. Click the fucking thing. Let's go. We don't got time for this shit. Reincarnate Link summon. Activate his effect. Drop him to 0. He forces a banish on himself. This is bullshit. I figured it out at the end. I'm going to lose to a timeout. It doesn't matter, dude. We're going to lose to a fucking timeout. We figured it out at the end. Son of a bitch. It's alright. That's okay. I'm not that bad. Alright, so, yeah. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. That was nuts. That was absolutely crazy. Do you know if we can give gems? Nah, you can't. Gems are Duel Link's money, dude. They're a-holes. Yeah, I wish you could, or else I would have probably helped a lot of friends out back in the day with deck building. Gems are kind of like your precious resource in this game to get card packs. This game is probably the least generous version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I have ever played in my life. So, it's not like Master Duel where you can trade and get all the cards you actually need for your decks. This is definitely not like that. You need to keep your gems and use them on the decks you actually want to build. I would not blow them on random packs or just cards you think you're interested in. I would spend them on the cards that you actually want. These are hard to come by. You can only get a very limited amount of them without spending money. So, for example, this is a pack that I've got to get into, right? But most of the pack is made up of, here, I'll scoot my screen over. Most of the pack is literally made up of not Utopia support, right? But then they put one fucking Utopia as the UR. So that's what I'm saying. You need to save your gems for nonsense like that, because if you don't, then you're going to be in certain positions where I've been in, where basically you can't get the cards you need to finish out. Like right now, if I could get that Blue Sage, I guarantee I'd be at the end of the YCS event right now. It's the only way I've been getting through to my next combo, kind of. But anyway, I digress. I'm just saying, if you got gems, dude, don't give them away, or don't want to give them away. Don't waste them. Use them. Use them on cards you need. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. I appreciate that gesture. I really do. If you want to help out the channel or anything, you can do the do a subscribe, do a share. You know, that's appreciated enough. You know what I'm saying? Later on, we'll open up some sort of, I mean, we've got the Patreon going on and stuff. Like right now, it's free for most people to join, but there are some tiers. You know, so like if you want to actually do some support content channel and stuff, that's great. That would be more helpful. But yeah, I don't want to take anyone's like gems or anything like that. I genuinely want you to use those on cards that you should be playing. If you want to play a pendulum deck, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you which pack you should probably buy and which decks you should look at. You go over here and you look at decks. You look at speed. Don't go rush or text. I'm assuming you're new to the game is what I'm going to do, just so I'm not. You go to Odd Eyes Challenger. This is not a bad deck. Okay? Not a bad deck. So, and you might have already gotten this one based off of the cards that you have. So we'll start with that one. Then I would probably go next with Magician's Arc. This was a pretty good pin deck for some cards. Now, again, these decks are not like ready to be played. I mean, they say they are, but they're not. You do need to build on them. I don't think I personally have enough pin cards to build a pin deck. I'll look. I'll see. Let's switch decks. See if I got a spare one to mess with. Here, we'll take Go. He doesn't matter. So I'm gonna filter cards. We'll say all pendulum monsters, and I'll see what I've got. Okay. Pendulums. Yeah, it should just be a whole card typing. Okay, so actually, this is what I've got for my pendulums right now. So we can kind of say, okay, well, if you're looking to build pins, if I was going to build a pendulum deck, though, it would be these guys. It would absolutely be these guys. And I know they're not good, but I would play them anyway. This is like a pet deck for me. It's called Metal Foes. And I fucking love the design for 99% of these cards. They're just ridiculous. And basically their whole thing is you destroy them and then they come back. Or they literally blow themselves up. So they're like Orichalcum here, dude. Or Orcalic, is that what his name is? Yeah, Orcalic. So any two Metal Foes make this card, and then if it does double piercing damage. Double piercing damage. It's fucking stupid. Very rarely do you see card decks that say double piercing, by the way. This guy's into some weird shit. But if it's sent to the graveyard, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So that's kind of cool. So basically, the way that works is you use him for the 2 seconds that he's going to be attacking. If he's like your Ray Victory for the deck, to a degree. But then defensively, you can fuse him into Alcahest or something like that, and still remove a monster from your opponent's field, and then remove an additional monster from their field with Alcahest. Or you can fuse them into Mithrilium. And see, all these guys are named after, like, old school names for mythical metals. So, like, Orcalic is, like Orcalic and Mithrilium and all that stuff. So, like, yeah, it's kind of cool. And then Volflame. So, it's only the fusions, by the way, that are named after, like, magic metals, like Adamantine, Crimsonite. You know what I'm saying? They're so fucking cool. If these cards, I swear to God, if these cards get an update on any scale, I will play them modernly. I would take these to the next TCG, like YCS, whatever the fuck event, just to go. They also have a quick play fusion. But yeah, these guys are literally all vanilla monsters with a pendulum effect. This could have been a really good way to reutilize normal monsters if it had been done correctly. But I digress. Anyway, so we're here for you, not for me. So if I was going to build a deck, I would build this one, but unfortunately I don't have the cards for that. What it seems I have the cards for are a lot of Odd Eyes things. So we can go with like the basic Time Gazer, Stargazer stuff. And so if you want, you can add like 2 of those. Pay attention to your numbers. So if you've got 2 8s, keep it even, more or less. Let's see. We got one of those guys. So we got 2 8s and a 1. So we'll go ahead and make sure we get one of those in there. 2 and 2. So then let's see. I'm not a big Proformal Pal person, but I kind of feel like a Bisactor might be more interesting. These guys are kind of cool. Draco Overlords. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're all right. It's just if you're gonna be building these, the biggest thing to keep in mind is to keep your scales even. So I guess I don't know. This is very not appealing to me, unfortunately. I like a lot of pendulum cards, but I also don't like most of them. So it's literally there are like 3 archetypes, and I really think are cool. This being one of them. But most of the time, what happens with pendulum now is you just get a couple of cards that are pendulum support for a deck. So it's really hard to say, I've got a whole deck full of pendulum monsters that are actually functional. Oh, sorry. See, they're making me bored. Sorry, man. Sorry, pens. It's kind of a cool design. Steel Cavalry of Denion. I started damage up this card battles. Wait, does he have no pen effect? That's super weird. So sometimes they have literally no spell card effect, and they'll just be for the scales. This is terrible design, by the way. Absolute trash card design when it comes to making, like, this looks cool. Probably like Gladiator be support or some nonsense, but I don't know. Terrible. Terrible. Metaphys Decoy. Yeah, maybe Metaphys Dragons. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna play the Pendulum deck, you need to be playing, like, Pen Magician or Pen Dragon. And even then, they're not that good anymore. I don't know, man. Cool design, though. The Magicians are kind of like designs I always think are kind of cool. Like, this guy's got a unique design. It's like a dragon goat man thing going on. It's like this. It's just a Bujin card. It's not even like Bujin was a Pendulum archetype. This is just Bujin for the sake of adding a card to the archetype to update it. So you got the Pendulum deck, you said? Okay, so if you've got the Pendulum deck, your best bet is to go in and just fix the ratio. So where you have like multiple, I would say, I'm not even gonna build a deck that's to play. I'm gonna build one to show you what I'm talking about. So we'll sort this by, what is this sorting it by? Rarity? Fuck that. Why are we doing that? Sort it by pendulum scale. Anyway, so I'm gonna say do something like this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s, and then whatever the lowest possible number is that will work for your deck that doesn't have restrictions. So for example, some cards say like you can't play other cards outside this card's archetype or something of that nature, right? Now I'd say add 5 of the opposite scales. That puts you 10 pendulum cards in the deck. That gives you a 1/3 chance, give or take, in drawing an opening hand with some pins that can scale. Because remember, not all your cards have to be pins to the degree of usage for the scales. Like, you can draw 2 and then summon everything else in your hand. It's just, no matter how much you decide to, let's say, inflate this engine, just remember to keep it even like that. So 5 and 5, or if you're going to say you want 15 pins in the deck, just, I would say, cut that down to 14 so you can go 7 and 7, right? It just makes it a little easier to do. I'm not going to say this is garbage. But yeah, I digress. I definitely wouldn't. Oh yeah. Ooh, make the goat deck. How far were we? Not that far. Sad. This is a really old deck. God damn, I haven't played that since they put Clockwork Dragon in the game. Damn. That was like 4 years ago. Alright, I'm going to switch back to the character I'm actually playing. You what? Level 38? I should level this motherfucker up and just get the rest of the gems. I'll let him just randomly duel this guy while I check comments. Easiest way. Cheat in the system. Also, guys, do me a solid, man. We don't got enough likes on the video, so I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like. Help me out. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, definitely, man. You got all the pendulum decks, so I would say just kind of mix them together to where you have all the scales. Just read the pendulum effects to make sure that none of them prevent you from being able to access the other pins. Your optimal thing for you as a beginner, I would say just put 7 high scale, 7 low scale, then add 4 spells and 2 traps to the deck. Big thing to keep in mind about spells and traps with normal pendulum decks is that they clog up your back row. But if you're using the character for the pendulums, then you gain the pendulum scales. So it's like having 2 extra spell and trap zones. It's a big deal, by the way. It's kind of like breaks this game a little bit if you use it right. But because it gives you 5 spells and traps where your opponent can only have 3. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose good pendulum scale abilities, then they're really good. I've had some that are like, while this card's face up, normal monsters can't be destroyed, or normal monsters deal extra damage, stuff like that. I think those are actually pendulum scale monster abilities. But, you know, so I'm just saying, like, I would do maybe 20 cards like that. That would give you a really high ratio of drawing at least, and if anything, I would honestly say, maybe don't run traps. Like, if you keep opening a hand where you kind of don't need trap cards that much, maybe don't run them. Maybe run, like, if it's essential. Because you can also play... The whole point of a pendulum deck isn't to play pendulums anymore. It's to play other shit. But pendulums just facilitate the ability to do so. So essentially, it's like, I want to fusion summon this nonsense monster, but normally I'd have to jump through X, Y, Z, and whatever hoops so that I could do that. But in this particular scenario, I'm gonna use these pendulum monsters' abilities to cheat that card out, if that makes any sense. So like, kind of like Anaconda Verte, you know what I'm saying? Like how that card just like cheats out any fusion. It's a Link kind of comparison in that way. But I'm just saying, like, I think that your best scenario is to either go 16 scales or 14 scales, half and half, and then do the rest in spells, and as minimum traps as you think you feel like you can get away with. There are some people that there's just certain traps you have to play in your deck. You don't feel like you can't. But I think, I don't know. You get it. I'm not gonna ramble. You get it. Did I win? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. My bad. Got all the pins. Yeah, that's good though. If you've got all the pins, you probably got a good way to at least build a starter deck. Do you want me to... Yeah, I'll do something even extra for you. I'm going to pull something up, and we're going to see what the optimal pendulum decks are in DL right now, and then I will see which ones work for you. Let's see. Best ones right now. Pindex. Wow. You want to know what it says when you Google this? It says Best Pindex 2023, 2 years ago. And now that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I promise you in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, that's a big deal. You need to, yeah, okay, I can kind of see that. See Dragon Pin is doing okay. Not great though, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not doing great. There are really cool card design as far as like half spell. When they first came out, it kind of blew my mind, but at the same time, they're not as functional as they should be. Yeah, we can. Okay, so what I'm gonna pull up is what's called tier list. And now these are all a bit of an opinion of the online internet people, but you know. Most of them are just like articles and things of that nature. So let's see if I can find one that's just like just straight numbers, like has just recorded how many wins they've gotten. Tier list, Dueling Nexus. No, we don't need Nexus. Duel Links right now. What's the date? 2024. Man, this is sad. So basically, the problem with this deck too is what I'm seeing is that, for example, a lot of these lists are very old, which generally means not good health for the deck. It means that the deck is, see, look, I'll pull this over. It generally means that the decks are having some kind of trouble. But yeah, so like, I'll keep. I don't know. I'll tell you what. This week I'll look into it, and I might even build one. I might take it as a challenge, just to say, "Fuck it." I'm gonna build a pendulum deck, and we'll see how good it does. Yeah, we'll have it. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have him duel another random person so that you at least have something going on the screen. Today was the weirdest day. I don't have my my Millennium Paradox video going on above. Normally, if I'm not in the ship, I'll place something above me, because that way it fills up the screen space. Go on, you gotta go. Sorry, kid. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. If you've got all the pendulum decks, I would say what I'll do is next is I will, after this, I'll kind of look at the packs, and we can see what packs they have, and I'll tell you which ones you should probably get, just based off of what good cards are in there. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You should have had this in the bag right now. I hate when the AI plays like an absolute idiot. What are you doing? It won't use your skill. It won't do anything. It's just fucking stupid. It's just so irritating. I don't know why stupidity irritates me on this level, but it's really fucking irritating. Let's see. Targets to the hand, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Like, the whole point of auto-dueling is so you don't have to, but the AI is so absolutely stupid that you have to basically, Why did it set double or nothing? I think I'm having an aneurysm. What the actual fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Alright. We're just gonna go right victory. This person just made me sad, that's all. The AI, the game, the person, the two AIs dueling each other like actual fucking idiots. Oh no. Like, I know that they gotta keep it on like a very low, probably like performance, because there's millions of people using the auto duel feature, but why even have it if it can't actually work? It's like if you had ChatGTP and it could technically generate stuff, but it just gave you gobbledygook instead of actual words. That's how stupid this fucking AI is. I don't even know if I want to go as far as to even call it AI. I want to call it artificial stupidity instead of artificial intelligence. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we'll go this. Why not? Why not? Alright, let's go do that. Why is it? Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, alright. Here we go. Alright, so, the last thing I'll do here for you for the day is I will keep my promise here and I'll go ahead and check out what packs, boxes, whatever. So looking through these, you're probably not going to go into Chaos Voltage much unless you're playing this into your deck, but I would honestly tell you to keep it simple for you right now. Yugioh would man, it's been a while since they supported anything Pendulum. Okay, let's keep going back. Resistance, maybe. Yeah, they did like some XCs. So, like, honestly, my favorite way to play pins personally is to mix them with fusions or with XYZ monsters. Occasionally with like other links, but really XYZ monsters seem to be one of the best ways to go. But again, they haven't supported this deck in a cool minute. I'm not seeing since before the Vrains, or since before Sevens came out in the game, which is a while ago. Let's see. Nope. Just checking every pack to see kind of like what the pen ratio is. And my dude, it's sad. It's really sad. So, Wings of Clearness. This might be a pack you can get into if you want to play the Abyss Actors. So these guys might actually genuinely be a good add-on to your deck, or another good deck to play. But if you're going to play, get into a box to make your deck stronger, the one you were playing me with, I believe Wings of Clearness is probably one of the most recent decks or packs to get, with a lot of good pin support for the deck you're playing. And yeah, that looks like it. Pulse of Quasars. Pulse of Quasar seems to have some stuff, but you gotta wanna play some of these new pins here, and I'm not sure that you would want to per se. They're not bad, but they're not great. The deck that would basically, the reason I say that is because that wouldn't force you to invest in an entirely new deck rather than just playing the deck you're playing. But yeah, so as promised, like I said, I'd look in here. So this is the reason I would say to get in here. Is because if you look, there's a lot more pendulum cards in this pack. And usually when a pack list is this short, see how it's short? It means you'll actually get the good cards in the pack. So you'll actually get Wisdom Eye and stuff like that. And by the way, not a bad card. Wisdom Eye is pretty good for the deck you're playing. So I would definitely get into the Wings of Clearness pack for you. But guys, with that, I think I'm going to take a little break. I went a whole hour longer than I thought I was going to today. So we're going to hop in the ship here and get ready to take off. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for the Duel Links stream. It was super fun. And just don't forget to like the video for me, please. That would help. And stick around for the next one. I will be streaming some more. I'm really hoping to get into some late night streaming very soon, so I might be back tonight. Alright guys, I will see you later.